1-866-95-PATRIOT. Ben, Michigan, you're on the Wilkow Majority. Hello.
Yes, Wilkow. There's actually three reasons why I have issues with Romney on Bain Capital. One, capitalism only provides a moral good for like the Constitution, for a moral, honorable, just people. When you have capitalism without that basis, you have stuff like the Vikings or the pirates from the 16th to 18th century.
All right, hold on a second. I don't think Mitt Romney was impregnating French women to sell them as 2-for-1 as slaves.
But they were taking their management fees out of gross profits or forcing the company to...
No, the Vikings were literally raiding at the tip of a spear or sword, okay? You cannot compare the two. What did Mitt Romney do that was illegal?
I'm not saying it was illegal.
Well, you're comparing it to an invasion of the Nordic warrior into France. So,
and nothing that they did was illegal either. That was warfare. It's same.
Okay, so internment was supported by the Supreme Court. I guess that was totally legal, and if it's legal, it's moral and just. Is that what you're saying?
No.
So what did Mitt Romney do? What did Mitt Romney do that isn't being done by companies run by Democrats? And by the way, Bain Capital gives 2-to-1. So what is your complaint here?
I judge everybody by the same standards. Just because he's a Republican doesn't give him a freebie that Democrats don't get. I don't like any of the others. If he had taken his management fees out of net profits, I would care less about anything that anybody complained about. The only other problem
But wait a second. If he acquired property, that became his property. It wasn't like he was holding that in trust for the worker. If I buy a company and I see machinery on the factory floor and I say, you know what I want to do? I want to take that machinery out of there and I want to put it someplace else. I own that.
Then if he's going to do that, then be upfront about it. Don't pretend you're going to try to save a company if you're taking it out of gross profits or encumbering with debt to it makes other people lose their money when they thought you were doing
But his investors didn't lose all their money on those endeavors. Now, some businesses do fail.
The people who accepted the bonds from those companies did when they went under. They took it on good faith. If you're using that money to not invest in the company...
But if the bondholder was powerless to stop the sale of the company, in other words, the company was approaching bankruptcy, and the majority stakeholders chose to sell it to Bain Capital...
No, I'm talking about the bonds they issued after Bain Capital acquired the company.
Well, if you find something that Mitt Romney did illegal or unethical, let me know. Thank you very much for the call.